Right, everybody, latest Manchester United news. So I'm in this video, we'll be talking about a loan deal for Jadon Sancho, exit from Manchester United, as well as some other Manchester United news. But the main story is Jadon Sancho exit. So let's get into it. So Fabrizio Romano has provided us with a very, very useful update on the Sancho latest. We've got some reports as well from Laurie Whitwell and James Horncastle, which we'll be going through as well, stating about the Sancho deal. So let's get straight into it. So Juventus is expected to come in with a loan offer for Jadon Sancho with a contribution to his salary. They may wait until the last few days of the window to reach an agreement. One source around Manchester United says Jadon Sancho reacted to not being in the squad against Fulham by reaffirming his desire to leave. Reports that a meeting has gone on with Jason Wilcox about the Jadon Sancho situation. He was mixing with his teammates in Old Trafford dressing room before kickoff, but wasn't seen watching the games with others. Listen, Jadon Sancho, for me, he can't make it any obvious he wants to leave Manchester United, is what I'm trying to say. I think you can see in his way, you look at his social media, for example, no mention of Manchester United in his bios or anything, and he doesn't post about Manchester United. I think his mind is elsewhere, and I think he does want to leave Manchester United. Obviously, the big thing now, in the case preventing the deal, is the wages. Listen, Juventus are currently in talks with the agent of Jadon Sancho, Nico Gonzalez, and Francisco Conceição. They will make the decision on the wingers soon. So listen, Jadon Sancho, they do have a couple of wingers to kind of be on their roster. As I said, Conceição, Nico Gonzalez, and Jadon Sancho as the top three. Jadon Sancho, for me, if it's a loan with obligation, I'll be real happy with that. I think, listen, we don't want a loan, we want a permanent deal. We know that, but we're going to have to do with what we can get. And the best we can probably get at this current moment might be a loan deal. And that's ultimately what we're going to have to deal and bear with. I think you look at Jadon Sancho, he's a player who struggled to get some quality minutes at Manchester United. And listen, I've seen people kind of saying where he ranked at this United team. I would have him over Anthony, and that's it. I think he's not an Eric Ten Hag signing. They're comparing him to Anthony. Anthony is an Eric Ten Hag signing, so you can't really compare that. I think if you look at Sancho, as I said, the wage is massive fact. He's on over 20 million euros a year. That is a ridiculous sort of wage. 350 grand a week. It's going to be very, very difficult to sell him, no doubt. Ultimately, I do think what Manchester United will do, though, we've got, just under a week or just over a week left till the transfer window closes. We've got to be very careful to not get ripped off with Sancho. And if we can get a loan with obligation to buy, that will be the most benefit and the most important outcome of this whole window. So let's see what happens with the Jadon Sancho situation. I think personally, for me, he should leave. I think, listen, he's not really going to be starting for Manchester United next season. He's going to be in a ridiculous wage. He's got 2 years left on his contract. He could kind of wait till next season and then kind of run it down and go cheap and get more money. We don't know, but for me, the priority, the big two priorities to leave United now in the remaining days of the window should be, for me, if we have to keep Lindelof, we have to keep him. But for me, it should definitely be Sancho and McTominay. I think you can generate over £65 million for Sancho and McTominay. And there will be two very, very positive deals. You look at Sancho, you can get a loan with obligation for 40 mil. You can get McTominay for 25-30 mil. That would be 60-65 million kind of made. And with McTominay's pure profit as he's an academy player, that's ultimately what you need and what you want to see. So yeah, that's kind of all on the Jadon Sancho stuff. We know that talks are progressing with Juventus over a loan deal. That's confident. That's positive. And that's important. And the last thing I'm just going to talk about is a quick. We're going to talk about a Manchester United exit. So what we can say is that Will Fish, the young centre-back, has left Manchester United. Our academy defender has completed a permanent move to Championship outfit Cardiff City. So he's moved to the Welsh club. It's a permanent deal. We've got, I think, reports about a 30% sell-on clause. Some money as well. So yeah, let's see what happens. But anyway, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. And And yeah, let's see what happens. Peace.